Chainlink has been making the news a lot lately. It's got a lot of attention on it. And one of the things that just came up recently are some new interesting partnerships and sponsorships. One of them will probably surprise you. And the one we're going to start with here is Google, which officially became a sponsor of the Chainlink SmartCon in New York City. As you know, Google is a $3 trillion company. Link the Goog. And look at this here. Polygon is on there. That's cool. Aave, Broadbridge, Google Cloud, as well as GSR, Movement, Solve, and Tron. But seeing Google Cloud on there, that's a pretty big deal. We've been seeing, Google was a governing council member of the Hedera, I wouldn't say DLT, don't want to say blockchain exactly, but that's a pretty big deal. And this appears to be someone who is a HBAR fan, since they call themselves HBARI, General HBARI. But seeing Google on there, that's a pretty big deal. That's a big get for them, and that is far from all. We want to talk about the Chainlink reserve update, now up to 47,903.8 link. Or I'm sorry, that's how much is accumulated in the last week. Now up as of the 25th, which was yesterday as I record this, Chainlink holds a total of 371,000 link. And how much is that in dollars? Let's take a look. Is this going to show us? Currently 7.6 million USD in reserve. And this little thing down here, 371,000, but then the cost basis is 22.49. So actually, it's actually down on the cost basis right now, which is probably sucks for Link, the Link reserve, but that'll be temporary. I think we'll be heading back up pretty soon. And you can see they just add a little bit all the time. It's pretty even, not exactly even, but pretty even what they've been adding. So now, why is this a big deal? Why do we care about the Chainlink reserve? Because what they're doing is they're taking off-chain profits from services that they render to banks and other companies. They're taking that and putting it on chain, and so Chainlink holders benefit from that revenue. I think this is a really smart thing to do, and I think you're going to see more companies doing stuff like this. So keep an eye out for that, because I think that's kind of a big deal. Not a lot of companies are doing this kind of thing. By the way, that's not all we got here. Oops. Not all we got. So we got a new partnership here. Chainlink just partnered with Canton Network. Canton is the institutional blockchain backed by $6 trillion in real-world assets and giants like JP Morgan, Goldman, Citi, Fidelity, HSBC, and more. I had not heard of Canton. Institutional blockchain. Now that's interesting. Yet Link is still only a $14 billion asset, the most underpriced tech in all of crypto. Well, I think that's it definitely is underpriced given all the good things that are happening on it. I really, really do think Chainlink is a wonderful thing. We should look at Canton. Let's look at that a little bit. The Canton Network, where finance flows, the power of capital markets meets the power of blockchain along digital. Oh, God. The only public chain with privacy. So it's a public blockchain with privacy. That's interesting because what are the K for use cases? Crypto derivatives, 24/7 on-chain financing, and stablecoin payments. And they have to speak to an expert. So they're definitely taking like inbound sales calls. I think that's interesting. This is one of the interesting things I think in crypto is that you're seeing a lot of companies not necessarily wanting to do public blockchains. This one has a public chain with privacy built in, which is kind of interesting. Very, very interesting. John Allen Woods, who was the CTO of Algorand, was big on privacy chains. He talked about Monero a lot. He's now working for a privacy chain, which is Trillion. Hopefully, we talked about him coming on in the next few weeks, which should be, pretty soon. So hopefully hear back from him on that, because that'll be awesome. I think he'll be a great guest. I've always enjoyed talking with John. We have a lot of fun. And he views on here sometimes. Sometimes he's watching, so... In fact, he was watching from the Trillion X account a while back. Very cool. You should give Trillion a follow on X too. It's got a little green logo. You know that's that. But But yeah, Canton, I think that's a pretty smart approach to crypto. I think what we're seeing is these companies don't necessarily want their stuff all over the place. We saw that with Travelex on Algorand. They found that a lot of the airlines just didn't want their stuff on a public blockchain. So you're going to see more stuff like Canton come out, and like Chainlink, where they offer off-chain solutions as well. You're just going to see more of it. I think that's where the trend is going. I got another one here too. Suho, I think that's how you pronounce it. Looks like it, right? Suho.io, a blockchain technology company advancing digital asset infrastructure in Korea, and Chainlink are driving a major initiative under Project Namsen, a consortium of leading Korean technology infrastructure providers focused on building the foundational infrastructure for Korea's emerging stablecoin ecosystem. This is powered by Chainlink, CCIP, and Proof of Reserve. The initiative will demonstrate a delivery versus payment model that supports the exchange and reserve verification of US dollar stablecoins into KRW denominated digital vouchers. Well, that's a mouthful. Yeah, I found you get that a lot in crypto, where like they don't really put it in language that most people can truly comprehend. It's like you do have to do a lot of deciphering, which is kind of annoying, but that's okay. You know, another good partnership for Chainlink. And I'll tell you, as an Algorand guy, I really want to see Algorand get into Link. Green Blue says, I sold a bag in 22 because there was not a mechanism to bring money on chain like they do now. Link was just a governance token back then. Yeah. Now they got it coming on. Never underestimate the power of narrative. And I did want to talk about this because we got a little video from Sergey. So we will I think we'll just watch it. Hold on. I'm gonna make this a little bit. Let me get the
basically
hold on.
I'm
gonna watch this video just a second here.
Bitcoin transactions.
Wow, I can't hear it.
If you just want to own a single token on a single chain, then you are in the standards of that chain. You are operating as to how that chain operates, and you have that token against the standards of that one chain. But the world we are in now is not where everything happens on a single chain. The world we are in now is one where transactions happen across chains.
Can you guys hear this?
Standards are important because they define how transactions work. Our industry is about transactions.
I don't know if you guys can hear it. I can't hear it, so I guess we'll have to skip that video for today. That's a bummer. I don't know what's going on with there. I just updated. You know what it is? I just updated OBS, and then of course it's not going to work. Oh yeah, it's doubled. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know what's going on there. So I can't hear it at all. So I guess we're just going to skip that today. I'll have to figure that out. That's kind of a bummer. That's the thing. Every time there's an update, you got everything set up the way you want it, and then it ruins it. So, but anyway, that is our Chainlink. We can look at the Chainlink price. We'll dive a little deeper into that, and then we'll call it a day on Chainlink. But I think I got Cloudy Vibes saying I got $14. Wish I had bought more though. Only picked up 300 Link. Yeah, I had sold some Link a while back, and I wish I hadn't. Should have just hung on to it. But let's see what's going on with Link here. Let's see. Probably gonna have to go to full screen here. Yeah, obviously down in the doldrums right now. Let's see. I'll put some indicators on here. So we got some upward momentum. We're no longer in oversold territory like we were, and kind of rising on the RSI. So people are buying in. That's a good sign. kind of getting towards the top of that Bollinger Band. So I don't know how much leg up we're going to have, but we'll definitely see. I think we're on the move up and sitting around $20. Now we've been at $25 not that long ago, so I really think probably a good little dip to buy some Link if you wanted to. If you still believe we're going to have a huge Q4, which I do, I think that might be a good time to do it. So that's that. But yeah, I think that concludes our Link segment. Though I really wish I had the sound figured out. I don't know why I can't get sound on my end. You guys were hearing it doubled apparently. So, but that's it for Link. Big fan of Link. I think it's going to do good things. I think a lot of stuff is going to do good things in Q4, but I like the technology side of it. I like the interoperability layer. I think that's really smart. And then the Chainlink reserve is awesome. So, that's Link for today. Hope